Some gamers, they log into Animal Crossing, they get greeted by a talking raccoon, and they feel loved. Souls players, on the other hand, they get greeted by a decrepit NPC whose entire personality is cryptic gaslighting.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival.
And they're like, finally, someone who understands me. So, who plays Elden Ring? It's basically people who've stared at the ceiling at 3 AM, wondering if life has a main quest. People who've said, I could go outside and touch grass. Or I could get emotionally demolished by a horse guy with a stick for 9 hours straight. Spoiler, the grass never wins. The entire Souls-like community might just be the world's largest group therapy session. Except instead of talking about their feelings, they express them by rolling into a giant's crotch 200 times until their brain releases enough dopamine to make them forget they have bills. Now that I'm thinking about it, these gamers are not actually that far away from people who play World of Warcraft. These games are not for people who are doing well. No one wakes up after a restful night of sleep, sips their oat milk latte and says, yes, today I will fight a spider made of swords for 6 hours straight and lose 300,000 runes in the process. No. You play these games when you're already mentally living in a swamp full of poison and giant mosquitoes, which, coincidentally, is also an actual Elden Ring location. According to a study that I just made up right now, 96% of Souls-like players exhibit at least 3 of the following symptoms. Mood swings triggered by dying to the same enemy in the same way again and again and swearing it won't happen next time. The Stockholm Syndrome effect, where they start loving the very game that has been mentally destroying them. Obsessive grinding, not for gear, but for the chance to say, first try, after your 47th attempt. The remaining 4%, those are psychopaths, who beat Sekiro without dying and have never known joy or sorrow. Souls fans are the only people who will proudly tell you, this game ruined my life, and then immediately recommend it to you with a deranged sparkle in their eyes. They will gatekeep everything, the lore, the boss strategies, even how much fun you're allowed to have. You summoned help? Wow, I guess you don't deserve to enjoy victory then. And if you dare to say you didn't like the game, the community will descend on you like 12 bloodborne hunters, all talking in riddles and then vanish into the mist. But deep down, Souls-like players need these games, not because they enjoy pain, okay, maybe a little bit, but because they give them something real, that rare, beautiful feeling of overcoming something that once seemed impossible. In real life, you don't always get a clear victory achieved banner, but in Elden Ring, after hours of misery, your screen lights up, the music swells, and for a moment, you're free. You've conquered, you've done the impossible, and then, naturally, you walk 2 feet forward and get one-shotted by a bird. I just want to add that I myself have actually played all the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring and Sekiro, and yeah, so I'm just as broken as you guys. I'm sorry to break it to you. I am. There's a reason why I'm making this video. So maybe we're all a little bit broken. So what? Maybe playing Souls-likes is a cry for help. But until therapy adds a you died screen, I'll be over here fighting my depression, one boss at a time. See you in the next one.